Okay.
Hi Flosstube. This is Stephanie, the Ivy House Crafter, and some of my kids. This is Philip. He's 5. This is Audrey. She's 8 and super excited. And Thomas is 10. Philip is only in here because he really wanted to say hi, so say hi.
Hi.
And Audrey and Thomas are my cross-stitching kids. They are the two that I've been teaching to cross-stitch and are really enjoying it.
Mom,
Yes?
don't forget about Zaylee. She also
Yes.
has a cross-stitch kit.
I have an older 12-year-old daughter that also has a cross-stitch kit. I don't know if she's even started it or not. She'd probably be more interested if it was a ninja cross-stitch, but it's Poppies, and so we'll see. Audrey, do you want to show what you've been working on? Yep, Audrey has this little kid stitch cross stitch. It's a flower with a happy face.
This is how much I've got on it.
Yep, she's really enjoying it, doing a good job. And she's been working on that since Christmas, just a few stitches here and there, and just having fun.
Yeah, I've not been, well, I used to just do 3 stitches at a time. Kind of hard.
And Thomas, do you want to show the first one that you did?
Yeah. It's a monkey.
Yeah. Thomas has a monkey with a banana, and the outside, the blue background, it glows in the dark a little
Yeah,
bit.
it came like this. It came with the design on the fabric.
So what's that?
Mm-hmm.
So it was actually kind of easy for a first cross-stitching thing.
Yeah, but it was a stamped cross stitch, not a counted cross stitch. And from there, since the kids were enjoying it so much, when I was a little kid, my mom had a book that had just a whole bunch of little cross-stitch motifs, cute little designs to do, and I thought it would be fun to have one too, so I ordered this book, Mega Mini Cross Stitch, from Amazon. And Thomas has done a few things from there.
It has
I think that next I was going to do
900. Or maybe
the turtle.
Yeah, some super cute designs in that book.
I'm gonna show you some of the ones I've done. As soon as
How
I
about you
find
do
them
the
in my
hearts
book.
one first?
Those who watched my first video, I had that Chinese thread book. Thomas has his own that he made because he was inspired by seeing how excited I was making mine. So he's got his own super cool Chinese thread book. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my first video. Do you have them ready?
No.
Not yet?
Do you think you could tell me what some other cross-stitch things?
Okay, Thomas wants me to stall. So, the Winter Olympics is going on, which means the Stitch Mania Winter Olympics Cross-Stitch Challenge is also going on.
Oh, no, that's upside down.
And
She was doing something fun.
day 1 was a new start.
Kind of switched me there, but I'm alright.
And the new start that I wanted to work on was Grand House from the Big Book of Cross Stitch Design. I hope you can see this because I'm filming on a camera and I can't see what is on the screen. So hopefully that's visible. So that was my new start, and this is what I got done on it. I
Very
really
nice.
like it. I'm hoping that
Mom,
you can see that really
Thomas
well.
is ready.
Thomas is ready? Okay.
So this was the first one I did in the Mega Mini thing. It's a T-Rex. I don't
Super
know.
cute, huh?
You can see it clearly. Then next I decided to do a choo-choo train. My first cross stitch that I really did frogging on.
Yep. We've all been visited by the frog since we started cross-stitching around Christmas time.
And I
What's a
also
frog?
did this very cool dolphin. I did it because my mom was doing her own dolphin thing, so I kind of wanted to do my own.
Mom,
His is tiny
What's a
and mine is
frog?
big. Do you remember when we had to pick out some of your stitches?
alright.
Yeah, that's
So
frogging.
these were some of my made-up stitches.
I had to do a very big rock.
This one was a very small rocket one I made up. Those triangle stitches, I don't know if you can see me pointing at them, but still, that triangle stitch right there is basically just a half stitch and 2 back stitches making a triangle shape. Now this is the first one that I tested it on. It looks gorgeous.
Can I see
Thomas designed the rocket ship and the flowers and stitched them, so that was entirely him. So we got a budding cross-stitch designer here, which is super awesome.
it? I'm still working on my first one.
And that's cool too. Did you want to show the hearts?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot the hearts.
Oh, I know where the hearts are.
Now they were on the other side.
Yeah.
So, it's near Valentine's in this video. If you watch it when it isn't near Valentine's Day, then
It's 2 days till Valentine's Day.
in the video, but still. I looked at heart designs in the Mega Mini book, and I came up with this.
Yeah.
I added a border, and I did several hearts in several different colors. Turned out really good.
But still, it's pretty nice.
That's okay. All right. So back to the Winter Olympics challenge. Day 2 for the Winter Olympics was, the theme was winter, so stitch on a winter-related piece. And the one that I chose to do was Festive Stars, again from the Big Book of Cross-Stitch Design.
You think you can just do a snowflake and ski? Snowflake ski?
This
That's what I would do.
This is a super thick, stiff piece of even weave. It was really interesting trying to work on, but I made progress. This is how
Oh.
far I got.
The
My
heart,
little 5-year-old hand.
the little heart thing on
Hand.
it. Yeah, that little heart.
That's the exact same kind of heart as the ones that Thomas was doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's going to be some beading and specialty stitches in that later on.
Sometime soon I'm going to be doing another one of those heart ones with
Hold
beads.
that.
Yeah.
I want to hold
You want to hold that? Okay. Let's see. Day 3 of... I'm looking over here at all my stuff. Day 3 of the Olympics challenge was South Korea, because that's where the Olympics are taking place. And I worked on this pagoda. It's not exactly Korean, but it's Asian, and so that's how I'm fitting it into the challenge. You can put your hand down, it's okay. Yeah, I'm doing it on the same fabric as another small that I'm doing, so.
Oh,
Yes?
don't forget about the one you're making for your mom and dad. I
The
also
pagoda's for
want
my dad.
I
So
also
I mentioned in my first video that the pagoda and also the daisies that are on this same fabric were freebie patterns from Pinterest, and a commenter pointed out, oh, I thought I was prepared and I didn't check her name. So Stitch Muse, possibly. I'll link it below, but she pointed out that not everything that is labeled as free on Pinterest actually is. One of the patterns that I did find on Pinterest is legitimately a free pattern. It's from the I'm Ivy House. It's from With Thy Needle and Thread, and I got it from their blog, and it's listed clearly, legitimately as a freebie. The daisies and the pagoda, the patterns that I'm doing for my parents, I cannot find a source for them, and so what I've decided to do, since I've already got so much progress on them, is I'm going to go ahead and finish up those two, but from now on, just to keep things honest, I'm not going to do any stitching on patterns that I find on Pinterest if I can't find a legitimate source for those patterns. So thank you to the commenter who kind of set me straight on that. Hey, stop that. Okay, today for the Olympics challenge, this is day 4. The theme is, you can be working on that if you want to.
Okay.
The theme was the mascots, and so stitch on a piece with animals, or an animal. And so I worked on, and will continue working until the end of the day, my dolphin sketch piece. This was the piece that was inspired by my drawing of dolphins, and
it inspired Thomas to do the dolphin one.
yes, this is what inspired Thomas to do that little dolphin. What I worked on was filling in the fin, and that's the first actually recognizable dolphin piece, or bit of a dolphin in the whole piece so far. So that's pretty exciting to see that starting to appear. So I'm pretty excited. Let's see, I have covered my notes with
Mom?
things that I've set aside. Yes, Audrey.
Thomas wants to show something.
Yes, he does. Go ahead, Thomas.
So yesterday, my mom was digging in some fabrics in our nursery, and she found this perfect cross-stitching stuff.
Can I see it?
It's almost like her dolphin sketch stuff.
Yeah. It's not quite an even weave. I don't know what kind of fabric it is. It was in a bag that was given to me by somebody who knew that I sewed. So it's just a huge amount of fabric, and it's really soft, it's really thick. So that'll be fun to work on stitching on and
Yeah, I'm probably
see.
gonna switch to that sometime soon.
Yeah. Okay. I had a finish that I forgot to show last time. It's a teensy weensy little thing. Okay, and my teensy weensy little guy's gonna hold it up. Ready?
It's called Nativity.
Yeah, there's this tiny nativity.
If you can see it, I hope you can see the baby, which is very cute.
It's Jesus.
This was one that I
Which is
found on
Jesus.
Pinterest, and again, I don't know if I used that pattern legally, legitimately, or not at that point. But yeah, it's so tiny and so cute. So I really liked that. That was.
Have to do tiny stitches.
I haven't talked about the fabrics that I've been working on at all. Let's see. The dolphin sketch fabric, this is MCG Textiles 28 count even weave in antique white.
Mom, every once in a while I do something funny in the video.
Yeah, you are a funny girl. The Grand House, this is 28 count Carolina linen in sand.
You already showed it.
I showed the house, but I didn't talk about what the fabric was.
Let me feel it.
This one with my
Squitch.
illegitimate charts is,
Yeah.
what was this one? 28 count Monaco Lugana in white. And the super stiff one that my Christmas Festive Stars is on is MCG Textiles 28 count even weave, also in white. So yeah, let's see. What is next? I made my first order to 123 Stitch. I thought that it would be fun to have some other colors of fabrics, and I don't know how they're going to show up on the camera, but this one just a cute little thing. It's raspberry light,
So cute.
28 count Jobelin.
Oh, it doesn't smell
And
like
it's kind of a mottled pink and white. It's really pretty. This one is, let me check, there it is. Babbling Brook, also 28 count Jobelin.
Does it smell like blueberries?
No, it doesn't smell like a brook.
It said blueberries.
Oh, it doesn't smell like blueberries either. And
Okay.
this one that
I get
Philip is
shocked.
holding up is Star Sapphire. Again,
Is it-
28 count Jobelin.
This one's kind of hard.
You may have noticed I'm enjoying 28 count. I really like it. I do 2/2 on 28 count.
Kind of
Except for the nativity, it was 1/1. Let's see. I showed some of my crocheting last time, and this is the second blanket that I showed. I think I had gotten up to this. Let go, Philip.
I'm just gonna stand up.
Up to this green level that, and I've added these next two.
See, she had to
Next
frog
two
it.
stripes.
She had to kind of frog it.
Yeah, after this brown stripe, I got my next color, onto the hook, and I almost completed an entire stripe before I realized I was on the wrong color. And I had to undo the entire thing and then put in the yellow.
Which color did you
So,
use?
yep.
Which color?
Light green.
No, it was the dark green. I put in dark green and it was supposed to be yellow. Gotta love the frog.
They can't resist.
That's all that I have to show, but I thought that it would be fun to do the Know Your Needleworker tag, because I didn't really introduce myself very well last time. I was nervous and nothing was in my head. So, the Know Your Needleworker tag. Where do you live?
Here?
We live in Salt Lake City. And
Sorry.
no, it's okay. Yeah. So we live in Utah. And if a question automatically comes to your mind, hearing that we live in Salt Lake City and seeing our artwork, if you can see any of that, yes, we are LDS. We're Mormons. So, what kind of work do you do? I am a 100% full-time, stay-at-home, homeschooling mom of 5 kids.
Don't forget about the baby.
Yes.
And my occupation is school.
Yep. And
Mine
these are
too.
3 of my students. Yeah, the baby's too young to be homeschooled, but for him, I'm just stay-at-home
We've kind of
mom.
include him in a video. Like, he's cute.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the 1-year-old in a video at some point. So yeah, what kind of work do? I do mothering and helping with schoolwork. That's my notes. Do you have kids? I don't know. Guys, do I have kids?
Yeah,
Why are you
Yes, I have
asking?
5 kids, and we have a cat, and her name is Isis. And when we got her, it wasn't controversial to have a cat named Isis. We got her about 7 years ago, and
There's a
I was
society
1
named
year old when
ISIS.
we got
Secret
Well,
Society.
ISIS
well, it's
because
not a
I
secret
made.
society. But yeah, when the bad Isis came into being, and one of my my brother is a Marine, and he came to visit at some point and heard us refer to our cat as Isis, and the look on his face, he was just like, "Why is your cat named Isis?" And we had to explain, no, she's named after the Egyptian goddess, the protector of children, and not the Islamic State. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, she is a sweetheart, and she likes to come up and sit next to me while I'm stitching at night.
And she actually won't claw.
Yeah, ever since we've gotten her, even if the kids, as they're really young, because we've had 3 babies, or 3 kids that have been babies in the time that we've had her, and
No
she won't
scratches.
scratch or anything to protect herself. She just kind of slinks away. Meow. And we're like, you know, you can run. You're faster than a crawling baby, but she's a very gentle cat, and it's sweet. What hobbies do you have besides stitching? Let's see, I play the piano and the organ. I sew. I have done some clothing design, just like very basic, designing a few pieces of clothes for me or for my girls. You can look at it, but don't touch. Let's see, crochet, obviously. I have also done some beaded crochet and jewelry, which I haven't done that in a long time. I tried knitting, but I can't figure out the needles and yarn and stuff. It's so much easier with just the one crochet hook. Let's see, woodworking, carpentry. A few years ago, I built all of the cabinets that are currently in our kitchen. From scratch, from plywood. I cut them all out and put them all together, and my husband and I hung them all up.
Probably won't show you the kitchen though.
Yeah, maybe sometime. Maybe if I clean it. If.
Yeah.
If.
But
If we clean it.
yeah, the kitchen still isn't done. Some of the cabinets still need doors. I'm a starter. I'm not always a finisher. I know that there are many out there that can relate to that. Okay. There's probably more that I'm forgetting. Oh, puppet making. I have made a few puppets, and in a later video I'll introduce you to them. No, well, okay, we have one that's up here. Oh, 1.5 that's up here. Thomas, okay. We're going to show you a couple puppets.
Yeah.
Let's do Harold first.
So this was her first puppet.
A little higher.
This was her first puppet. He doesn't have arm rods
Yeah, she took them out.
currently. She still hasn't gotten into that, but as she said,
Get on.
she's a starter, not really finisher.
I will eventually give him arm rods.
Can I?
Of course you will.
No, that one's Philip's, so Philip gets to show.
But
Okay.
still.
And this is going to be Philip's puppet.
Can I
He's
go
going to be
mine?
blue. Yeah, you can go get Tootsie. So this is what
Pop.
so this is what a puppet skull looks like. This is just the foam, and it's going to be blue, and he's going to have a body and eyes and arms and all that fun stuff. But for right now,
Yeah,
he's just the skull.
Where's the camera? Oh, right.
It's right there.
Oh.
So yeah. Let's see. While the kids are while Audrey and possibly Thomas are getting theirs, what is your favorite movie? The BBC version of Pride and Prejudice. Love it, love it, love it. All 6 hours of it. I love it.
Hi, I'm Tootsie.
Okay, come sit down so
I'm
we can see
Tootsie
your
Pop.
property. Okay.
Hi.
This is one of the ones she got arm rods on.
This is Tootsie. This is Audrey's puppet that I made.
Oh, how about we do
And
my puppet at
loving
the
her.
end?
Okay, you want to save your puppet for the end?
Yeah, like
Okay.
for something.
All right. So I'll keep talking. Favorite TV show? I like crime dramas, things like Bones, CSI, and they don't have to be super drama. I like the comedy ones too, like Psych and Monk.
Is there splat?
Let's see. There's lots of other TV shows that I watch, but I really like the solving crime type TV shows.
Oh, if you're wondering where Audrey and Philip went,
They're behind.
yeah, they're basically.
Can you see us okay on the screen?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Good.
Oh, good.
Favorite book? I like anything by Jane Austen. I like anything by L.M. Montgomery, so the whole Anne of Green Gables series, plus all of her other books that she's written. I like
Oh.
Hang on. Tootsie's arm rod is stuck in Audrey's crocheted skirt. There we go.
I actually like. Sorry.
I'm
Stop.
I like Charles Dickens. Stop putting things in front of the camera. Basically, I like the old classics. I also really enjoy young adult dystopian fiction. Things like Hunger Games.
You
What's
just
that one? The Giver.
Can I sit down?
And we all enjoyed Harry Potter. I'm a reader, so there's lots of books that I've read and enjoyed that those are some of my favorites.
Audrey just came in back
she did. Favorite music? I love classical music. That's the station I always turn to when I'm in the car. I also enjoy new age music. So if anyone is familiar with the Piano Guys or John Schmidt, I really like that. I've tried a few of John Schmidt's songs on the piano, and I can't play them as well as him, but it's fun to try. Okay, and then what is one word to describe you? My word is indecisive. I can't make up my mind. Audrey's word is fun. Yay! I can't make up my mind about anything. Yeah, I have a really hard time making decisions. Stop messing with the box.
No.
Yeah, my camera's stacked on a couple boxes in the living room floor. So
Now that I
don't touch.
thought it,
Mhm.
I think that my word would be serious.
Serious. And also determined. You are determined.
Yep.
When you set your mind to something, you're going to figure it out.
party
Yeah,
like and
All of my
sometimes a little
cross
angry.
stitch things.
Yep. He decides what he's going to do and he does it. I'm not like that. Not at all. But that's okay. We're all different.
Like Tootsie and me,
Yep.
puppet and human, flower shirt, no flower shirt.
But sometimes you wear a shirt with a flower.
Sometimes you wear a shirt with an owl.
Okay. That's all that I have written down on my notes.
Is it the end of the video?
I did want to do a couple shout outs. These are just a few of the Philip, can you get your hand away from the box, please? Your hand is still on the box. One. Thank you. So I have really enjoyed watching Top Knot Stitcher. And she commented on my first video and I was like, I'm starstruck, she knows I exist. Fangirling. Yeah. Her cat, Oscar Pepper, is, a star. Philip, you're touching the box again. You're wriggling the camera. You need to stop. You need to stop, Philip. Candy Stitches. I really enjoy watching Candy Stitches. She has just a fun attitude, and she does videos where she dyes fabric, and that's really cool.
What about the one with the dogs?
Oh, the dogs. I don't remember. I'll have to look that up and mention her next time. But yeah, because of Candy Stitches, I want to try some hand dyeing as well. Maybe with some of that fabric that
Screen.
maybe.
It turned back.
What?
Well, it went on the black screen.
Oh,
It's now back.
okay. But maybe with some of that fabric that Thomas was showing that I found. So
Yeah, this stuff.
anyway,
You can't really see it.
my plans are to just continue with the Winter Olympics challenge for now. And
So I was wondering if I could do a little shout out.
a shout out? Okay.
So shout out to all the men who think that cross stitching is cool.
Absolutely. There are men Flosstubers, and we think that's just awesome.
Can
So
I do a little shout out too?
you have a shout out? Okay.
Shout out to mommy.
Oh, I got a shout out. That's so sweet. So,
I want that. I also have some.
okay, what's your shout out?
Shout out to people who don't have things and until that cross stitching is very hard and
Okay.
Oh, so Flosstubers, if you're wondering why I'm silently all alone, you've reached the end of the video. Please subscribe and hope you like my puppet. Hello. I don't really have a lot.
Yeah, the camera cut out right at the very end, so this is Thomas's puppet. Anonymous.
Because we haven't named him yet.
Yeah. Philip was in the middle of giving his shout out, and it just ended up being shout out to cross stitchers. So, yay! Cross stitching. And we will see
Hope you liked the video.
Yep, hope you like the video, and
Bye.
we'll do more again. Happy stitching!
Happy Valentine's.